Great take! Now, bring forth the bananas!
Welcome to D&D with the Banana Brothers. Tonight, apparently, it's D&D the musical. So welcome everybody to our night of Dungeons and Dragons and apparently sing-along. How are you all doing tonight? How are my Banana Brothers doing?
Pretty good.
I'm gonna attack you with a song.
Yeah, I'm afraid all of our audience is gonna suffer damage from these songs. Why don't we do our commercials real quick? Our little spots. Let's see. Daros, why don't you start us off?
Okay, I can do that, but I forgot. But listen, if you want to be a patron, either an ancient or any kind of bananakin or any kind of patron for this site, somewhere on this page, you can see where you can subscribe and be part of this, and then you can influence the game and make us do things like sing again.
Yeah, it's true. He's not kidding. All right, Beaufort.
Teespring.com has all your favorite shirts from the Banana Brothers.
The link is below. Since
is below.
Since just going to teespring.com doesn't take you directly to the page. But look at that. A couple of our Banana Brothers have their shirts on. And Ukogna, you don't... Oh, yeah, Ukogna's got his shirt on, too. Look at that. We need to get one for Team... Look at... Andy's got his little goblin man talking to him.
And it was Relindo's birthday. We didn't even give him one.
I know. We should have gotten our Lindor t-shirt for Daros. Didn't think about that.
It's okay.
There's always next year.
I'm not sad or anything.
Next year when you're a bigger number than you are this year. Okay, so I have a quick announcement. I want to say that I want to thank all of my patrons. You guys are fantastic. All of my viewers, all of you who tune in every week to watch D&D with the Banana Brothers. And we're not going anywhere. We are staying right here Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. And 3 Sheets One Shot is going to kind of expand into a sort of a recap of Banana Brothers, as well as writing a one-shot, which also helps fill in the entire realm of Ammonrath, which is the world in which, our homebrew world in which they are intrepid adventurers, there you go, Beaufort, travel. But I am not going to stream Curious Crafts or Ant-Ant's Tree. It's a lot of work, and I just don't have the funds or the time or the spoons, as they say in spoon theory, to do it. So I want to concentrate all my efforts on Banana Brothers. I think that's where the bulk of our audience comes from. That's what they really enjoy, and I want to put that effort into this show, and I think you're going to see the results of that decision tonight, because not only do we have some amazing an amazing map to show you, but apparently it's become D&D the musical, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna pass it over to Andy to do our ad real quick for Nerdsmith, of course. Look at that face.
We are Nerdsmith. Nerdsmith.org is a fan-produced, supported network of entertainers, creators, artists, and contributors. We make nerdy podcasts and Twitch streams that are free for everyone to enjoy. People that support the network make it possible for us creators to keep doing what we're doing and also gain access to some really cool bonus content. So check us out on nerdsmith.org. Our adventure today is sponsored also by World Anvil. World Anvil is the most robust campaign management software around. It helps us DMs and us role players and writers build and showcase our worlds. Nerdsmith has used it for Countless Heroes, Final Rites. 2 weeks from now, Shenanigans is coming back. I'm sure they're using it there. I love how organized and lush it helps us create our worlds. So please check out worldanvil.com. Check us out there and light up the forge. And we are also sponsored by Die Hard Dice, purveyors of the finest polyhedrals in the multiverse. I just absolutely love playing D&D when I get to roll with these metal dice. They have such a great weight and feel when you roll them. They've got these really nice soft edges on the smaller dice. They really help not destroy everything. Because again, they are real metal dice. They're gorgeous. But they create these great custom colors, beautiful designs, polymer sets, metal sets. You can get a very nice 15% off your order by going to the Twitch chat and typing in !DHD code. That's !DHD CODE. Usable only at dieharddice.com. Roll with the best.
Yay! I just clicked the wrong thing. Awesome. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. Okay, so a real quick recap of last week, if I remember correctly. Our intrepid Banana Brothers came ashore in Tarathiel, which is probably 70% elven. It is the home to Queen Galera Fabrite. She is actually the one who named Amonrath. She has been around for, I think, 700 plus years. She's been around for a long time as ruler and queen of Sara, which is the elven kingdom in our world. You know what? Let me throw the map up so everyone can see.
We have a map?
We have a map. There's
All right.
the map. There's the map. There's the map.
On the map.
I did not actually change this out with the new map because, as you know, in this game and in 3 Sheets 1 Shot, our viewers and our intrepid adventurers are constantly changing the world. Sometimes they name a city that I didn't know existed until they mentioned it, so it gets added to the map. And same with our viewers and our patrons especially. So I do have an updated map that lists a couple of the things that you will learn about soon, so that'll be on there. But they landed in Tarathiel. In fact, I have a map of Tarathiel. How about that?
We have 2 maps?
I have 2 maps.
Well, yeah.
So they
No
landed
way.
on the northeast coast, sort of that. Right. Anyway, on that northeast coast.
Point to it?
By the
Where
ship.
the boat is.
By the ship, yes, thank you. And they came up the hill there, the cliffside, lower part of the cliffside, to Greenspire Village, which is it's also called the Lower Terrace, because Tarathiel, the kingdom where the nobility reign, is on those islands connected by bridges, and that's actually called Forstastad, which means first city, which makes sense because Galera is the one who named it and the one who kind of named Amonrath and whatever. So it became the first city in this world. So they landed there and they had to go ashore because the ship needed repairs. It was attacked by a young kraken who they only escaped from because apparently its mom told it to come home for dinner. So it had to put its toys away and come home and leave the ship alone. But the ship took on a bunch of damage, and so the ship is now docked in Tarathiel for repairs to then continue on to Direbrook, which is where our intrepid adventurers are heading. In the meantime, after battling with a mimic, they discovered a satchel of 82 platinum pieces. Now, Daros, thinking they were shrimp, just handed it over to Ukokna, which was happy to take it. Beaufort didn't take it, and neither did Glaton, being lawful good. They decided that would be like stealing, so they didn't want to take it. But Ukokna didn't care. He took it. Turns out that there was a card inside from an old elven woman named Odella. Well, she's here in Tarathiel. She's here actually in Greenspire Village. And so they found her with the help of the local tavern keeper. And she spotted Glaton, who was blue at the time, and remembered a prophecy. The second thing she did was she accepted the bag of 82 shrimp and from Ukokna and had him reach inside, and the bag was empty. It just had a rock in it, a firestone that he that was determined changed his course. So we'll find out what that is sooner or later, but right now they're 82 platinum short. and Ukokna has a new path set before him. He just doesn't know what it is yet. At the end of the evening, Beaufort, being a bard, wanted to see the local entertainment in the city, and they found out that there's an amphitheater just outside near the cliffs named the Fallen Grove, thanks to our viewers for that suggestion.
Yes.
Which a map was actually built for that today. Also, I want to thank Afternoon Maps on Patreon. If you go to Patreon and look under Afternoon Maps, they draw maps a couple times a month, and they are fantastic if you are a D&D player and need tabletop maps, and you'll see one tonight, definitely.
I thought you said Afternoon Naps, and that was really...
Yeah, that actually would be a great name, too, but it's Afternoon Maps.
I was looking for Afternoon Delights.
That works
no
too.
Afternoon Delights?
That works too. All right, let's put our maps away and get back to our chat. I'm missing some chat here. Okay, so you guys, it's getting late afternoon, and you found out through some local folks that the amphitheater, there's a show tonight at the local amphitheater, but it's not until the evening. I think you decided to stay at the, what was it? The
Cliffhanger.
The Cliffhanger?
The Cliffhanger, yes.
Yeah,
Cliffhanger.
Nuala is the innkeeper there, and she has given you rooms for, I think you said 6 days, because that's how long it would take for the ship to be repaired. Just to remind everyone in our audience about the prophecy, it is, does anyone remember our Banana Brothers?
I do. Of course I do.
A blue stone held in a black stone while holding a cold stone.
A lot of ice
It was exactly it, yes.
A lot of ice
Holding
cream.
an ice cream.
The clue to the blue stone is by the back of the black stone, and then hold the cold stone. Now, one of our patrons decided to give our players a peek into the future, and that was it, this prophecy that they heard. And they also found out that this blue stone is one of the 5 gems they're missing to complete and repair the tiara that Daros is holding.
I have a tiara.
You have a tiara. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? You go back to the Cliffhanger, and you find out that the concert isn't until the couple hours from now, just as twilight hits. What do you want to do?
But I think we should just maybe go shopping, or we should go back to our room and rest and eat and just wait.
You did just shop for an entire episode last week, so I'm just letting you know.
We're not going to shop.
I have no shrimps left.
I don't have any shrimps left either.
I mean, is this a sort of concert that we should get there early for and like sort of stake out a place,
A good seat would be good. We could get.
I mean, that's tautological.
What about identifying those 2 potions?
Thank you for the
Yeah.
Remember, we still had to do that? We need 10 minutes each.
Oh, for those potions?
They're so
Okay.
pretty.
There was a gray and an orange potion or something.
That was a while ago. Let me scroll back.
We've had
to
those
that.
forever.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
have.
As a side note, somebody forgot his folder for that particular information. So is Rylan here?
Let me look on my notes.
No. It's right here. It's an orange flickering liquid with smoking at the top, and then there's a second one, and that's clear liquid that color shifts when we shake it.
Oh, that was way more notes than I had.
Okay. Thank you, brother.
That's right.
These are the ones that Luli gave you at the Green Goblin.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so let me scroll back to that. Scroll.
Clickety click.
Okay.
We might have found him in the dungeon with Dad.
No.
No,
This
no,
was
no.
the ones that
Lily
Lily
gave it to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you, Ukokna, you sit down, and you have your pearl of power,
Yep.
and you hold it in your hand,
And he's a ritual casting.
and
Has anyone seen my coloring
No
book?
spell slot taken. Ritual casting. Take 10 minutes. Take your time.
Yeah, but I can't find my coloring book.
his coloring book, he's lost his coloring book for some reason, but he still remembers, because he's identified a couple of things. He kind of remembers how to do it. So he begins the ritual casting. He knows it's going to be about 10 minutes, so you guys leave him alone for a minute. Or watch. I don't know what you guys do. He's holding the potion, I assume, of fire, of this orange fiery liquid. Right?
Yes, ma'am, that's
Yeah.
true.
You've given him both to identify, correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's true.
Okay, so which one do you look at first, Ukokna? The orange flickering liquid one or the clear liquid?
I like the color of the orange one.
Of course you do. So you're holding it in your hands, and you do all the incantations that you remember having to do from when you identify those other items, and you concentrate really hard, and at the end of the 10 minutes you hand it back and say, it's a you don't know what it is.
What?
It's an orange liquid.
That's what he tells you.
Did you lose your power or something?
Well, that's just not fair.
Where's your coloring book?
I don't know. Did I leave it with somebody? Is it in the room?
Last time I saw it, you were holding it.
Yeah, I thought it was in my pack, but I can't find it right now.
Is it possible that Lily just sort of gave us, like orange juice or something?
Could be. I think you should try it.
I mean, I could.
Should I try it?
My metagame sense are tingling, but I can just take it and be fine. Here, let's let the dice decide. Oh, I think taking it's a good idea. Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
All right.
I
I unstopper it and I take a drink.
Okay. It burns as it
Ooh, can I have some?
yeah.
You do like fire. You do like fire.
I didn't know you guys were gonna actually drink it. Hold on.
You explode.
Glowtone turns
takes
orange for the
86
next
fireball
10
damage.
episodes.
You feel it burn down your throat, but it doesn't hurt or do damage. It just has this burning feeling. And you feel very dexterous. You feel very like you could ignite
Agile.
the world. But, you hiccup.
Oh
Now you need to break into song.
I don't think we're there yet.
Okay.
I try to do a flip. If I feel dexterous, I want to try to make the best out of it.
Okay. Roll for dexterity acrobatics.
That's a 15.
Okay. So I don't know. Where are you in your room at the inn?
Probably,
in the
yeah.
common
If he's
area?
doing rituals.
Ritual probably is in the.
Yeah, we were back in the room.
In your room. So whose room are you in? So I know what to set on fire.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. You run over to the bed and you use it to vault upward, and you do a backflip and land 3-point landing on the floor. And you look around.
Nailed it.
Pretty much. Nailed the landing.
All right, now I feel like I don't know if that was the potion or if that was just me. I'm pretty great.
Yeah, you don't know.
I've never seen you do that before.
Maybe we should all have some.
That's true.
Well,
that plate smell must be heavy.
did you take
Or
a
is it-
did you take a sip or did you drink the entire potion?
I think I drank the entire potion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
There's only one option. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that was fun. Do you want to try to do the other one?
You want to spend 10 minutes on the other one? Ukokna?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Uko if he wants to try that power again. Do you feel like you just had a bad hiccup, or what, dude?
Well, if I could find my coloring book.
Do you think we ought to go look for
Where
it?
do you think you left it? I mean, it was in your backpack, but now it's not there. Do you think somebody took it?
I don't think I took it out since we were on the ship. but
Hey, I remember you talking to some really crazy little person, and they were always telling you to set fire to things. Where's that person? Did
think
he
she
take
took
it? Or she took it?
Oh, you mean Zizi?
Here's to you,
Yes,
my
sir. I meant
friend.
Zizi.
Thank
I haven't
you
seen
for the
Zizi in a little
bits.
while.
What?
Where did she
But she-
go?
I don't know. She gave it to me though. That's a coloring book she gave me.
And you had
It
a
holds
page.
all those rituals.
Yeah, Odella
Yeah.
actually sold you a page to put in your coloring book, and you tried to go to put it in your coloring book and couldn't find it.
Oh dear.
Oh. Damn. You bought a used one.
Oh, we probably put it in the bag of holding. Let's check in there.
Could be. Why don't you call for it?
All right, so you hand him the bag of holding, and Uko reaches in and says, "Coloring book."
Coloring book. Yes.
Nothing,
Where does it?
Nothing appears.
Well, that's just the damnedest thing.
How can you lose a coloring book? Did you fill in all the pages and it was already done, so you threw it out and had to get another one?
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
Did you accidentally burn it?
Or
I
did
don't
you do it
think
on
so.
purpose and
But
just
that's a good
forget?
idea.
Because I've done that too.
Do you still have your cookbook, Gluton?
Ooh.
Do I? Yeah, it's on my hip, I think, Dungeon Master.
Yes, it's yours.
Okay, I do.
It's right there, hasn't gone anywhere.
Too.
It's still
Apparently
there.
we're all robbed in the night.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. He's just seems like you guys all check your inventory, and it looks like just this coloring book is missing.
I'm not happy about that. Now I want to go look all over the place for it.
Well, we need to find you another coloring book then.
Does this mean you can't make a fire, Uko?
I know how to make fires. I know how to make lots of fires.
Okay.
I mean, without matches.
Yeah, I could make lots of fires without matches.
Well, let's not try it in
Without
the room
flint
right now.
steel.
I mean, let's not, tempt him, right?
You guys have been trying all this time to make him stop putting things on fire. and
now
now
we're
you're
I'm
trying
really
to get him
happy
to
that
put
they're
things on
interested
fire.
in me putting things on
I'm just-
fire now.
I'm just curious what happened to your abilities.
All right, we should check this before we go anywhere, and it gets dangerous. All right, Uko, shoot me with your beams.
You want me to shoot you? And
Wait,
this
yeah.
is
Well, do you think it'll work without your coloring book?
in the hotel.
Oh, we should
I
spend
mean,
that time.
we're in a room. It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right, so I put my hands together and I say,
I'm gonna get my
burning
water
hands.
flask out.
What's
You said
that?
burning hands?
Wait,
Okay.
burning hands.
I go to catch burning hands. Well, I might as well catch all of you at the same time. If you're that interested.
All right, well, he's got a surprise attack on all you guys, so just roll. You guys roll your dexterity to get out of burning hands.
That'd be a 14, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think so.
This ought to be good.
25.
Not a 25.
All right, so Beaufort quickly sees that you put your hands together and sees that he might be in this attack that you're doing on your brother Glaton, and so he quickly rolls out of the way into the corner of the room that just gets out of the area. Daros, as 8'7" large or medium creature, you get some. You get a little hit. Glaton, what did you roll?
I rolled a 18.
Okay.
and I jump up in the air and hold my my walk shield and take no damage.
Okay, so 2 of your brothers, the littlest ones, manage to jump on the bed, get a good spring, and fling out of the area. And Daros just kind of stands there and goes, "What are you doing?" And gets the full blast.
That's not how I sound. That's not how I sound.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, brother?
What are you doing?
Well, you asked me to set fire.
Hey, Chief! Thank you for the raid!
Hello, Chief. How are you?
Just in time to see brother attack brother, apparently.
My brother just hit me with a burning hand.
Okay, so what do your damage, Ukokna? You just hit your brother with these burning hands that actually hit.
Ow.
Did we take a long rest at any point last episode? Because
yeah, you should
I
have
for
a
some
long
reason
rest.
have used some things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You should all have had a long rest by now.
Well, I don't think I did any damage. Did you see the fire come out?
I don't.
There was a little spark at the end, probably a 1d4.
Yeah, but it's supposed to go all over the place, fill up the entire room.
And it did
I
not.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you take 4 points of burning damage.
I'm gonna pour my water flask that I had readied on him.
and your brother Beaufort puts you out, and you kind of all stand there blinking, going, "Well, it kind of worked, but kind of didn't work."
Cheers to you, my friend.
Ow,
Fraser.
that
For the
burns.
bits.
Well, so that should have worked better, you said?
That's what Uko says.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen it happen before. It's this big sort of like coney thing.
Cone-shaped damage that just kind of flickered at the end of his hands, and because 8'7" Daros was standing right in front of him, kind of singed his fur a little bit.
Well,
But what?
yeah.
Just maybe, your batteries are low.
So,
At that moment, you guys hear a knock at the door.
We weren't setting fire to anything.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Go home. I'll get it. Okay, anything worse might happen.
Occupied!
I mean, maybe someone that isn't so singed should go over.
I'll go
fine.
open it.
I'll go over there.
All right. You open the door, and Nuala is standing there, and she said, "You."
I told you not to set fire to things.
You all wanted me to let you know when the crowd was starting to move toward the amphitheater tonight. And then she goes,
Oh, that's not burnt dog hair.
It's not me.
Burnt full of broke hair.
It's burnt full dog hair.
so you might want to start heading toward with the crowd.
We're gonna open the window first.
She's like, I'll get it. You might want to, if you want to head to see the show tonight to get good seats, you might want to. I see the crowd starting to move in the streets.
Do you know how much it costs to get in?
It's free.
Oh, sweet.
It's absolutely free. Yep. And she looks at you, Beaufort, and says, "I see your instruments there.
I'm ready.
You're definitely go to the box office and make sure you register to perform, because there's a prize, a sweet prize."
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm
for
gonna
the
definitely
best.
get in the contest.
Yeah, for the best. So, she says, and if you get a chance, ask some locals about the Fallen Grove. It's really interesting. I'd tell you about it, but I've got other customers to attend to tonight.
My brother's here. They can play and sing too. They're pretty good. I've heard them.
Are they? Well, they should register also.
I think.
No,
I
we're
think
not.
We might all sign up. Yeah.
No. We're
I mean,
not
Noella,
ready, no. No.
Is there any sort of like participation trophy or anything that we might get? Because I mean, I'm not going to be the best, but I could play. I mean, I'll do
She
something.
says, you never know. Sometimes we get some really great acts, and sometimes we just get some lame ones. But she says, the pros, the ones who show up every week to perform, to give everybody a good show, they don't qualify. It's only the amateurs.
Oh, like amateur night.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
All right.
so you might see some acts there, but they're there all the time, or you know,
Okay.
they're professional and they perform all the time. But you know, you want to compete against them.
Who's your favorite?
She says, I like scroll.
Click, click, click.
Click, click, click. Scroll, scroll,
Click,
scroll.
click. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
She says, my favorite is Rocksmith.
Rocksmith.
Yeah.
Do you have a Firesmith band?
She says, no, I don't think so. I've never heard of anyone. Is that somewhere where you're from? Are they from your area?
I haven't heard of them either, but I was hoping you have.
Oh, no, I don't know who they are.
I was hoping they existed.
Yeah, no. She was like, yeah, so you might want to.
And we're not elf. Are we allowed to participate, or is it?
Oh yeah, the Rocksmiths are dwarves.
Oh, dwarven band.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Are they a metal ore band?
No. So she encourages you to go follow the crowd and ask about, so it's a long walk. It's a long walk, but as long as you're with the crowd, everyone's together.
Shit, we've been walking a long time before this.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'm kind of worried about my fire.
I'm gonna brush the singe out of my hair, and then we're gonna go down to the amphitheater.
Okay. What are you taking with you? Just so I know.
What?
I'm gonna take Jenny with me. I think she wants to hear this.
She wants to hear the music, absolutely. I don't know why she wouldn't.
I'm taking everything with me.
Okay, all right.
And all the excess stuff is in the bag of holding. There's a couple things in there.
That's true. That's true.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Fraser, you're not going to get to hear any more songs. The more you cheer, but you're getting close.
Phil Bogue, I got one song tonight, and that's it.
Yeah, Phil Bogue is really excited for all of us to sing, and don't worry, it's about to come to fruition. So you guys go outside, and it's starting to get a little dusky. The sun is starting to set over the Silver Sea. Let me put the map up quickly of Tarathiel so you kind of know where you're going. Turn chat off, and it is the Tarathiel. So you will travel out of the center of that lower terrace, or Greenspire Village, directly southwest over that bridge that kind of dead ends into the other two bridges, that tease into the other two bridges. And you're following a significant crowd. I mean, a lot of people this is apparently a weekly thing in Tarathiel. And they have to let you out the gate, or actually let you in, because you're kind of entering the area where there's nobility and the kind of the upper echelon of the city, the noble people.
First to Stad.
Yeah, First to Stad, which is First City, and as you cross that bridge and get to that sort of that landing, it's sort of like a raised island. Another bridge meets with it from the right, and that is where a lot of the nobility are joining the walk. I mean, who knew that apparently they like a good night of entertaining too. So now
this is heavy.
You've got the nobility and the commoners, and there's farmers and shopkeepers and families and all sorts of people commingling together and going to enjoy this night of revelry. It's apparently there's a spring in the air. There's
there's a singe in my butt.
A singe on your butt. It's basic enjoyment. So as you're walking, you see a couple of people traveling together. Notice that you're new to town, and they tell you a little bit about the Fallen Grove. First of all, it's an open-air venue, which you all knew, located sort of against the cliffside of Greenspire Village. The ground on which it was built was once blighted by a curse, which is why it's called the Fallen Grove. It resulted in approximately a 25-foot radial copse of trees die and wither away. And then once the curse was lifted, The local elven druids, followers of Rilifane Relithil, cleared away the dead trees and built the outdoor sanctuary as a retreat. They explained to you that for centuries, and you're walking along, you're just enjoying the night air and the sound of the ocean waves lapping. Well, maybe not Ukokna, who hates the ocean.
Yeah, aren't we kind of close to the water?
Yeah, you're having to walk across the water, but
kind of nervous about that too.
Yes, yeah, very nervous. But there's rails and there's guards and lots of people to kind of distract you from it. But they tell you that for centuries the amphitheater was used for druids and clerics from Tarathiel and eventually all the neighboring kingdoms. It was a holy place for study and worship. But during the first battle for the Obsidian Wilds, while Amonrath and all of its inhabitants were in an upheaval, a group of neutrally aligned druidic dark elves, the Drow, took it upon themselves to take this opportunity to forsake their evil masters, travel to the surface, and seek solace in Tarathiel as elven brethren. Now, the kingdom of Tarathiel was, of course, very cautious about the Dark Travelers and wouldn't allow them into the city. But Galera Feybright, who was around at the time, of course, was a gentle queen, and she allowed them refuge in the cliffside behind the Fallen Grove. So there's an entrance into the cliffs, into the caves, rather, behind the Fallen Grove. And you'll see when you get there, they explain there's a door in the back. It's a heavy stone door. So this group of scroll. So they took refuge back there, and this suited them greatly because they did prefer the darkness of the caves. They weren't used to being in sunlight, and it affected them, and so they preferred the darkness while getting used to it. But eventually the travelers proved themselves to be good, peaceful neighbors. And even came to the aid of Tarathiel when orc barges from the north landed on the shores. The group of druids known as the Aban, or ally in Drowish, is that a language? Whatever Drow speak.
Druidic.
No,
Sure.
not Druidic. Drow.
It's called
Drowidic.
Drowidic. There you go.
Oh, drowsy.
The Aban, or ally, were hereafter welcomed through the city gates to live among the people. A few chose this life, very few, but the rest stayed on the cliffside behind the Fallen Grove in the darkness of the caves. They grew in their faith and became disciples of the many-branched Relithil, calling themselves the Aban Acorns. Now, the Drow, as many of you know, and the people sort of, it's a group telling you about this. They're excited to tell you this story. You're newcomers. They want to share this with you.
So we're walking along learning.
You're walking along, you're learning about this. Sure, yeah. And they're kind of arguing about, dates and times, and someone says it was a Tuesday, and someone says, no, I'm sure it was a Monday, and whatever. We don't have Mondays in this world.
There's no Mondays.
There are no Mondays.
We're walking next to the PhD students of the history college.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes total sense.
Exactly.
Stop, guys, my brain is full.
Yeah.
Good, so I can ask them if they've seen my coloring book. Maybe they found it.
They say, no, they haven't seen a coloring book, but they have probably some at the general store you could buy if you need them. If you need another one. I'd probably be happy to share that with you. But they also continue, again, all of them kind of contributing to the story, that the Dark Mother, Lolth, eventually discovered the Drow's disobedience and was furious at their allegiance to one of her greatest enemies. So she sent a contingency to Tarathiel to destroy them. And a great battle ensued at the Fallen Grove and along the cliff tops. The Queen's Guard of Tarathiel fought alongside the Aban and were able to defeat the Dark Soldiers, but not before many of the Aban were killed. The dozen or so that survived moved deeper into the caves and live there to this day, though they are rarely seen. However, recently, in order to keep the Aban safe, the Relithil Druids abandoned the amphitheater and took refuge in a smaller, undisclosed place within the Bridgewater Copse, which is that forested area sort of southeast of the city. You can't see it on that map. It's off the map. So the Fallen Grove fell into a state of disrepair, but the citizens of Tarathiel now use the venues for concerts, parties, and their weekly, and here's the first time you hear this word, karaoke night.
What?
So as you're
we had
mingling,
something similar.
What does karaoke
We had-
mean?
I mean, we had something similar in the Goblin Village that I came from, Moldy Nut. It was called an open pike night. And see, what happened was, if you were good at singing, they would not throw you on the open pike.
Oh, cool.
That sounds like fun.
So you must have learned how to.
You want to win that.
So one of them says you must have learned how to sing very well in order to avoid that fate.
No, I'm just, heavily armored.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So as you're crossing this bridge, let me change it to the other picture, so you guys can all play along.
Playing along.
We had this thing in Granlund that was called Jam Night, and we all sat around and played our instruments and ate jelly donuts.
We just howled at the moon. That's all we did.
What flavor jam did you have?
Strawberry jam.
So, go ahead.
We just played. We just howled at the moon, and we just, just stretched our lungs out, I guess. Some of the animals joined in too. Sometimes the wolves would do it, the dogs, and it was really good. The bark barks, I meant.
The bark barks.
The Howl House.
Yeah, the Howl House. So as you're mingling with the upper echelon, the nobility of Tarathiel to your right.
Man, what does upper echelon mean?
Well, you see a bunch of fancy people in silken robes, kind of mingling with you, the travelers, and people who look very clean and well. I
hope they don't get their outfits dirty.
Right. And but you do also see several along all the bridges, several heavily armed Queen's Guard to watch over.
How do you know their nobility?
They haven't got shit all over them.
How do you know she's not a witch?
And they're watching over the revelers as they're crossing the bridge, and of course there are always some kids, some youngsters who try to turn right at that juncture to sneak into Tarathiel, but the guards gently turn them away. They're not allowed into that side, and then everyone eventually turns left and down to the another gate at the end of that bridge, and then the gates are open, and there's more guards there, and then by torchlight you see ahead of you the gates wide opened, and torchlight flickers along the wood planked path along the beach and into the nearby forest.
Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for
I like the torchlight.
Well, we need to go find this box office because
Where do we sign up?
We should sign up and do something.
Right.
If it's
so you follow in the crowd. It's very crowded as you're going across this planked walkway. It's like a decking of some sort. Along with the merry din of happy conversation and the clamor of so many people treading across the planks, you can hear the gentle cacophony of forest creatures as they adjust to newcomers entering their realm. As the sandy beach becomes a mossy forest undergrowth, the wood plank walkway ends, and the partygoers walk along a well-trod road with a moderate canopy of oak, hickory, birch, and other trees filtering the twilight as the sun slowly sinks over the horizon. And as your eyes adjust to the dim light of the forest, a faint glow appears directly ahead of you, and the noise starts to increase. You're hearing a lot of echoing sounds. It must be right ahead. There's a lot of noise and such, and as you're coming up to the entrance, all of a sudden it hits you. A aroma of freshly roasted boar and
it's a barbecue.
pheasant.
I love a barbecue.
And it's just, you're drooling now. There's breads baking, there's cakes and other sweets, trays of venison, chicken, and other more exotic meats are lined up on the tables for sale. There's a vendor there hawking out that he's selling rock legs, like fried rock legs on a stick.
Do rocks have legs?
Why would they want to eat rocks?
Well, if you're looking closely at it, they look like turkey legs, but he's saying that they're rock legs. Other tables include freshly baked bread, cakes, and treats. Beaufort, immediately your eyes go to a huge tray of Granlund ganache,
Gosh.
There's deep fried bananas, sugared grapes, bags of pops. There's bags.
They got bags of Pop Pops.
Yep.
They know what Pop Pops are. That's awesome.
Yep. There's deviled goose eggs in a cream sauce. There's a delicacy called jasmine puffs, which Nuala mentioned to you because it's a delicacy out of Tarathiel. It's like a very light, airy pastry. And many other delights. There's a table of plates of cheeses and cracked bread. And last but not least, there are several stalls that feature tables with pints of ales, wines, meats. You see casks of clouded thunder. You recognize the name at the end of the barrel. Spring Starlight, which is a delicacy. It's a cordial, as well as some non-alcoholic treats such as teas and goat's milk. Though not many people are at that table. So you have your options then to pick up some treats and head on into the concert.
They don't have any Moganja tea?
You can ask.
I'm going to go ask for some Moganja tea.
I'm going to buy some ganache.
Okay. The Moganja tea is 5 copper pieces per cup. Again, that table is kind of quiet. No one's really after the non-alcoholic stuff. So you could buy a cup of tea, Moganja tea, and it's very tasty. I mean, the aroma coming off of it, it's like the leaves were just freshly picked.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and get me one of those.
Cool place.
The Granlin ganache is a silver piece each. And you recall
I'm going to buy 4 of them, and I'm going to give one to every brother and say, try this, guys.
Okay, and you recall 1 silver is about double the price of what it was in Granlin.
Oh.
Your friend Tig only charged 5 copper for that. So,
yeah.
But you figure it's an import. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, and I'm not friends with the vendor, so...
Price gouging at this arena.
Probably.
I would like to go over to the food place and try to haggle down the price of the cracked bread because it's broken.
Okay. All right. Roll for, or what are you going to say to the vendor?
I mean, how about this? I'll buy 2 loaves of your cracked bread, and how about a copper each? Because it's broken. You're already advertising the fact that it's cracked. That's about right?
All right. So roll persuasion.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's an 18.
Okay.
No.
So the vendor's in a great mood. He has already dipped into his wine for the night. He's happy. It's gonna be a great night. So he says, sure. 2 loaves of cracked bread for a copper each.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
He wraps it up in a piece of paper
those...
and parchment and hands it to you.
I take them, I break it up, and I hand it out to the boys.
Okay. All right. So you see, you can see the venue as you come into. I don't know if you can see the map on our stream, but you're entering.
A third map.
You can enter it there. I will show the big map, but I won't show it for long because it's taking up my workspace here. But I wanted to show you what it looks like close up with all the people in it. Imagine it more full than this. I just pulled out all my all my painted minis. All right, turn chat up.
Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for the bits.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be singing a duet with somebody. Thanks, Fraser.
Probably. All right, let me turn the dice cam off. I have all these cameras on. And put the map up and get rid of chat. So, let me change that camera. It looks like it's dark. Let me just give it a little more light. Because it's not that dark here yet. There we go.
It's moonlighting.
Yeah, there you go. There's some moonlight. So it's very crowded. You can see where the battle must have ensued because large boulders had probably fallen off the cliff top and fallen into the area, but they're still making it very serviceable. And it is surrounded by trees, of course. And then you can see, I'll pull this part back because you're missing out on the entrance, as they told you about, right here, into the, right there, into the wall of the cliffside. And that's where the...
I love that there that there are clearly some cheap seats where the boulders will completely obstruct your view.
And
That's gorgeous.
Sit on top of them.
And there's
All the
some of
kids
the
that-
kids
yeah,
are
that's
standing
true.
on top and running around. So you guys enter, and here we go. This is
Is this where 2 men enter, 1 man leave?
yeah.
Oh, different arena. Different
this
arena.
is-
Sorry.
So you're coming in. I don't know who's going first. I guess who's going first?
Beaufort.
Beaufort.
Beaufort's got to go first.
Yeah, we signed up. Did we sign up for the contest?
You notice that there's a guy standing here talking to. He's a large red dragonborn, and he's actually bent over on the stage, and it's all lit up here. There's lights and everything. I was gonna put lights on the board, but I realized it was causing camera issues, so I took them back off. But it's all lit up, the stage, and over here is the box office.
Okay, we go towards it.
Okay. And you see this dragonborn as you're going down. You have to go down the stairs.
Is it the same one we saw in the cliffhanger?
No.
Okay.
You did see a dragonborn, but that is you haven't seen him again since you saw him that one time.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna like tap Daros and say, do you remember him from earlier?
Oh, good call. You do not.
I don't. No, I don't. So no.
He's a slow but keen memory.
That's right.
Yanni did not play here, and he's not pompous and arrogant. I promise you.
Oh man,
So-
a dragonborn is not pompous and arrogant.
So
Say this himself.
Yeah, I know, right? So the Dragonborn is talking to a group of musicians down here, which I didn't have because I ran out of minis. But there's a group of musicians right here in the center that are playing along. And he stands up, right, and using thaumaturgy, because they don't have mics, he says, "Greetings and salutations! I am Doxon Cressmain of the Hawk Grove Cressmains. I am delighted to serve as your master of ceremonies tonight as we gather together in a joyful song and peaceful harmony. Tonight's celebration, once again, is in honor of Her Majesty Queen Galera Feybright, who has offered a fine prize for the winner of the amateur portion of this performance. If you haven't done so already, make sure to sign up at the Fallen Grove Amphitheater box office to my right. The program will begin shortly." And then he goes back to talking to the stagehands and getting all set up. And there's a small queue of people standing there at the box office, and so you're waiting, and you kind of can hear what they're talking about. Basically, the box office is asking, the personnel back there is asking, what's your act, how to spell your name, write it out so we can announce it.
Wait, we gotta spell our names.
What is your
Whoa.
what kind of thing are you going to perform? Are you going to sing or dance or act, or what are you going to do? And then they take all that information down so they can arrange it. Now it's your turn to go up there, and so Beaufort, you go up. You're next.
Yeah, I said I'd like to sign up for the contest tonight, and so will my brothers.
Certainly. Are you a group? Are you going to perform together?
No, we're solo artists. I play this fine guitar.
Okay, awesome. She says, what is your name?
Beaufort with a B.
Okay, I'm writing this down. And and you're gonna sing a song?
Yeah, I'll be singing and performing.
Okay, great. I've got you down. Thank you so much, Beaufort. Next,
Will they call my name when I'm ready, or?
we will let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
And do I sit in the front or the back?
You can sit
or
anywhere
the
you want.
sides? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is well, they call me Daros, but where I come from, we don't have any names. But you could write down Daros, however you want to spell it. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna sing a song tonight that it'll be the first time I'm going to sing it.
Okay. So this is it's premiere.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is a premiere. Yes, sir. Ma'am, sir.
You can't tell, actually.
Ma'am,
You
sir.
lift your leg.
It's a what is it called when you sing it for the first time somewhere?
Debut.
A debut. Thank you.
I am debuting my vocal artistry.
Very good. They say. Next.
I will go next.
Okay. And what is your name, sir?
Latone.
Okay.
I'm told there's some sort of apostrophe somewhere.
With an apostrophe. Got it.
and I'm going to be singing something ukopela.
Okay. Something ukopela. Is that a song that you've written yourself?
Well, I mean, I heard a group of bards play it at one point, but I changed the words.
Okay. Excellent.
Was it a barter shop quartet?
Oh.
Go.
All right. And you, sir. And she looks at you, Uko.
He says, "Nope, not gonna do it."
Hi, my name is
Set this bitch on
Uko.
fire.
Okay.
Ukopna, and my apostrophe is right after you.
You subscribe.
Oh,
That's
is
true.
that some kind of euphemism?
Dragonkin
Oh, you.
Okay. And what are you going to be doing with us tonight? Thank you so much for the subscription.
I'll be singing and making music with my jar.
Okay. Music and
Oh.
singing and making music with my jar.
That's the extent of it. You just heard the whole show.
It's much longer, but it's that.
Excellent. All right. That's fantastic, they say. Well, you better take your seats because it looks like that the show is about to begin.
Oh,
And at this time, we're going to take a quick break, 5-minute break, and come back for our show.
all right.
Yes. Because
Time to do a shot.
Because it's 9 o'clock, so we kind of have to go take a break. So we'll be right back. We're going to run one quick commercial, and then we'll be right back. So
Okay.
you got 5 minutes.
All right.
Our annual youth choir fundraiser and auction for this March. And what? What did you write? Oh, is this March? Oh! Lucius, good morning to you. Our annual choir tour fundraiser and auction is this March, and we're looking for D&D donations from our awesome D&D community. Thank you for any and all donations. Livy's Music and More needs you. Our annual youth choir fundraiser and auction is this March, and we're looking for D&D donations from our awesome Twitter community. Thank you for any and all donations. What?
We are back.
Hello.
At the very last second, we got our fourth banana back.
Down to the wire.
Down to the wire. Okay. Can everyone hear us, and can everyone hear each other?
Testing.
Testing. We hear
I mean,
both
I can
first.
hear all of you,
Okay,
but I don't know about them.
Raton, the
Can you
phone
hear me?
bunch. We hear our Lindor. We
It
hear
seems
Gar,
like it.
mute
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yes,
Ukokna.
hang on.
Ukokna.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, can you hear
we
me?
got Ukokna. Yes. All right, we're awesome. Thanks, Del, for joining us tonight. You've actually come at the perfect spot. They've just arrived at the amphitheater, as you can see on the map, and they have signed up to be a part of the show. And we've got our Dragonborn there, the MC. Where do you guys want to sit?
On our bottoms.
I'm going to
Close
turn
to
the
some
banana
food.
theme up or down just a little bit so it doesn't take away from the marvelous voices that I'm sure you're going to hear tonight.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Where would you guys like to sit? It looks like there's enough over here in this area. And you recognize this archer from the Raven's Pride. This is one of the
Oh,
archers.
yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, we'll go hang out with him.
Damage to the Kraken.
Okay. All right. You guys are over here sitting. Probably the short ones in the front and the tall ones in the back. The archer kind of looks at you like, hey, you're blocking my view, but whatever. Okay. So, just at that time, Dachshund returns to the stage after about 20 minutes, and everyone's settled down with their favorite food or beverages. They've got their refreshments. There's an excitement in the air tonight. And he says, welcome everyone, and I want to get this show started, and we have our returning guests, the Electric Light Folks, or ELF for short, a group of elven...
Elf.
I like it. I like it.
And thank you for Balasar, our patron, for suggesting that idea.
Balasar, you're amazing. ELF.
ELF, the Eclectic Light Folks. It's a group of elven singers, and they're going to sing a folk song. But first, let's get this crowd on its feet. I need someone out there to shout out a word of their favorite thing. And you hear someone yell, Python.
Cheers to you, my friend.
What's a
Thank you
Python?
for the
I probably need to turn that off for singing purposes.
Platon, what's a Python?
You know, it's for climbing to use.
Python.
Python? Is it a Python? I thought it was Python. Someone in chat correct me.
Is it a python?
I've made a pie, but I don't know.
Is it a Python or a Python? It's to climb mountains.
Python.
You climb it?
Is it a piton really, or you just want me to hear? You just want to hear me?
I think it is. I think it is a
A
piton.
piton.
That's
Okay.
southern. It's a
Okay. All right. So the group is
I live in Florida. I don't know what to tell you.
There's 0 mountains here.
the group is like, all right, Python or piton, great, awesome. So they get their instruments warmed up and they start singing. If I had a piton, I'd climb mountains in the morning. I'd climb them in the evening, all over Amenrath. I'd climb to the top, see. Then I'd climb back down, see. I'd climb back up again, because this was a dumb, bad choice, all over Amenrath. All right, so someone else. And so someone in the audience yells out, sandwich! And they look down and they're like, if I had a sandwich, I'd eat it in the morning, have leftovers in the evening, then it would be gone. Didn't I sing a song about this last week? Can you pick a better food, sir? So, all right, who's got the music going in the background? You guys need to stop
That's Lindor.
It may have been me.
Yeah, stop that. You're ruining my song!
I think you ruined that.
Wait.
The bard yells.
I was ruining your song.
He did it.
And so they give up after sandwich. They don't like that idea. And someone in the audience yells, hammer!
Stop!
And they're like, no, that's boring. Choose again.
Stop!
Seriously.
Choose again! Hammer! Oh, you almost...
Oh, can I choose?
Cooking.
Does anyone have any other ideas of their favorite things?
Yes.
Cooking.
Cooking. All right, they heard cooking. All right, ready, gang? If I had a fry pan, I'd fry eggs every morning. I'd fry them in the evening, all over Amenrath. I'd fry goose eggs if I had them. I'd fry bacon to go with them. I'd fry all the breakfast foods that everybody loves all over Amenrath. What's another one? Quick.
Fire!
Whoa.
Fire!
Fire! If
Nobody
I had
say
some
anything.
fire, I'd light it in the I'd light it in the evening, all over Amonrath. I'd set things on fire. I'd watch it all burn down. I'd roast the pigs, the bears, and sprinkle jerk seasoning all over Amonrath.
Woo!
Anyone else?
I don't want you to butcher my Moganja.
More
Moganja!
fire.
Perfect! If I had Moganja, I'd smoke it in the morning. I'd smoke it in the evening, all over Amonrath. I'd get kind of tipsy. I'd get kind of nauseous. Never mind, I'll take the leaves and some tea, all over Amonrath.
I like that song.
Anyone else? And they're excited, and the crowd's getting into it. No, is that no one else? Okay.
No, I think you're done.
Okay. And they're like, they take their bows. Thank you. They sounded a lot better than I did. Thank you, and welcome to the amphitheater. We look forward to seeing all you novices out there with your acts. And now the announcer comes up, and Dachshund says, and now, and he looks at his paper, his parchment. He says, and now, Beaufort with a B, who will sing a song.
All right, I'm first. I'm going to go up there and get the crowd roaring. I'm going to get all excited. I'm going to do a backflip.
All right, roll for dexterity.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
11.
11?
Yeah.
11. You could have done better, but you look good in your head.
All right, I'm trying to play it off.
Land on
We're
it.
trying to play it off.
All right. Sure. All right, so what are you going to do?
I'm gonna ask the crowd if they want to hear a song about one of my brothers.
Roll for persuasion.
I do. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, the crowd's like, yeah, woo, anything's better than that last
And I'm gonna say which brother. And I'm gonna have.
They all kind of look at each other like, I don't know who the heck is
we all slowly stand up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them all stand up.
Glaton, Uko, and Daros all shout out their own names.
Which brother?
Okay, so someone next to you realizes what you're trying to say, or not next to you, but next to one of your brothers, kind of points over, and probably this archer, and says, the tall one.
Well, I'm actually gonna pick Uko because I want you to come up and do thermaturgy on my voice.
Okay, I can do
Do you go
that.
up there? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go up there.
This is my brother Uko, and I'm gonna get the crowd to clap at him.
Okay. And the crowd kind of claps. They're not sure what this is all about. They've seen thaumaturgy before with the Dragonborn, but okay.
I say this is my brother. He's afraid of the water. He's afraid of the boat.
Oh, and you hear like, oh,
But I have a song for him that I hope it helps him.
and you
Oh,
hear the crowd.
hold on.
Aw.
Yeah, I had to run my cantrip thaumaturgy, make your
Yeah,
song,
so I asked him to
your
cast
voice.
thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And I cast a minor illusion of the Raven's Pride right behind us. Just a 5-foot version of the Raven's
Okay.
Pride,
Oh, the
kind of
crowd's-
floating in the water right behind us.
Ah.
And on the boat again, just can't wait to get on the boat again.
Oh,
The life I love, having adventures with my bros, and I can't wait to get on the boat again. And on the boat again,
You hear the audience. Start to clap.
going places that I've never been. See creatures I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the boat again. On the boat again, like a band of gypsies we float on the sea. And we are old gals kids, resisting that the realm falls not to decay. And our way is on that boat again.
Woo! The crowd stands up, and they love it. This is something they have never heard before. They're so excited. This is a new song. It's not the same old Hammer song that they've been listening to the past month, and so
All the way from Grambling, folks. Thank you.
All the way
Yeah.
from Red.
They're very excited about that. So they applaud you off the stage. You and Uko go back to your seats. And the next up is a group that Dachshund says, now, ladies and gentlemen, one of our regulars here. I'd like to introduce Fluxhaven. And this is music starts, and this is a group that is dancing. It's sort of a cross between lyrical and ballet, and it's mesmerizing, and magical lights seem to appear around them as they dance, and at the end everyone is just happy, and they give it they love that act. But this is an act that, you know, they've done this before, but the crowd loves them. It's a crowd favorite. And Dachshund comes back up here and he says, all right, and next up we have Daros. It's okay, will sing a song for the first time ever, his debut.
Go, bro.
Hey, it's gonna be good.
And everyone
Okay.
is applauding. They're curious to see what this 8'7" fur bulk has to
I'm
say.
gonna give him a bardic inspiration on the way up.
Ooh. All right. What are you gonna do for bardic inspiration?
Oh, I'm just gonna catcall him, like whistle at him.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. Well, this is my first time, everybody. So I just want to say thank you for letting me come up here and sing this song that I made from our trip through here and people we met. So give me a moment and I'll get ready. I don't have any music that's going to go along with it, so I'm just going to have to sing it. So just in your head, think somebody's playing music. And then in your head also, as a matter of fact, everybody close your eyes. That'd be a good idea. All right, give me 1 second.
All the kids in the audience have their one eye closed and one eye open, and they're looking at their parents, and their parents aren't even closing their eyes at all. They're just watching you get up to the stage and make adjustments. He can't hear me, by the way, because he's taking his earbuds out.
Big feet keep on walking. Carry me home to see my sin. Singing songs about Moganja. I miss my mama once again. Oh yeah. When I heard my old dad sing about mom. When I heard Dad sing her song. Well, I hope Dad will remember. Us bananas need him around. Anyhow. Anyway. Where the shrooms are so brown. Sweet home in Moganja. Mama, I'm coming back to town.
Why did I do this?
It's a lot of instrumentation in the song.
In Birmingham, they saw old Luli. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Then we sailed across the blue. Now water tells me sometimes floats a coconut. Does the brothers bother you? Tell the truth. Where the shrooms are so brown.
You missed a line.
Sweet home in Moganja.
This is a long song.
Mama, I'm coming back to town. Here I come. Okay, now there's a really long break here. So I wish I had both up here to play his guitar, because that'd be real nice.
Oh my gosh. Really? He's still going? Can we get him?
Yeah, he's gonna wait.
Can we
He's
skip him
gonna
this
wait.
time?
I'm gonna dance like
He
this.
can't hear us.
He can't even hear us. Okay, he's dancing. He's dancing like the Yeti, the abominable whatever in Goofy movie.
he he was really hoping we could have really imagined the music here.
Someone has got the guitar.
Oh, he's back.
And he's been known to pick a song or two.
Cheers to you,
Brothers, they confuse me so much.
Thank you for the bits.
Gloton was green, then he's blue. Now, how about you? Sweet home in Moganja,
This is
where
killing me.
the shrooms are so brown. Sweet home in Moganja.
This is a slow song.
Mama, I'm coming back to town. Yeah, here we go.
Please tell me that's all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's all I got. Thank you very much.
The crowd goes wild. He can't hear me, but the crowd goes wild. He is.
I'm
They
back on.
are.
I can hear you now.
The crowd is very excited. They're on their feet. They're stomping. They're loving it. They're rocking their heads. You had them. Yeah, even with the imaginary music going on in the background. Okay.
What was that performance check?
The crowd
I want to
is
use all of my
something.
bardic inspiration.
Nico, the crowd is something. All
The
right.
crowd is doing
So
something.
you find your way back to your seat, and Dachshund is
Thank
back
you.
up front.
Thank you
and
very
he
much.
says,
Thank you.
Great job, sir. Darrow's very good. And he says, all right, now I present to you. You've all been waiting. And now you hear the echo. He's got his thaumaturgy going, and it's like, and now, you all can't wait. And
I stand up.
And in the meantime, yeah, everyone stands up. In the meantime, these dwarves are coming in from the side, like a group of 6 dwarves. They're coming in. I don't even have any dwarves. Someone needs to send me dwarves. All right, here's the dwarves.
I gave you 2 dwarves.
They come in,
Okay.
and they're like, they are metal.
Hooray!
Imagine.
A new follower. Thank you so
Wait,
much.
we're doing a karaoke stream, and we have a new follower. I'm so sorry. Okay, so imagine ZZ Top, only dwarves.
I can imagine that.
Men and women, fully bearded, all the way to the floor. They are leathered out. They're metalled out. A couple of them have sunshades on, night goggles with shaded parts. I don't know, whatever.
Their armpit hair is braided.
Of course, whatever the D&D
Do they have-
version.
Do they have axe guitars?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, when they say hold my axe, they mean it.
They mean it. So
do they play pewter rather than metal?
the crowd has obviously seen them before, and actually their name appears over the top. Some magical. It says Rocksmith. Thank you, Belisar. Rocksmith over the top of the theater, and in like fairy lights. And this crowd is on their feet. They've been looking forward to this all night. And and the music starts, and it seems like it's got a country twang to it. And they start singing. Blame it all on our pops, or give him some props for starting the resistance to trim. The last one to shave. He must have been brave, letting it all grow out on a whim. And I knew he was wise, saw the pride in his eyes when I decided to follow his lead. I threw out the knife, said, who needs a wife? Then drank a large tankard of mead. So we got beards in low places, 'cause we're short on height and our little faces are near the ground. And so we found that we're okay with how our races think, how easy to tie our bootlaces. Oh, we got beards in low places. And the crowd just goes crazy wild.
I like it too. It was fantastic. I liked it. They were better than me.
They loved the crowd is just, they're on their feet. Now you know why they look forward each week to this karaoke night, because it brings in bands like Rocksmith to perform. So, please tell me no one clipped that song.
Please tell me nobody clipped my song.
You mean we're recording this? God.
I can clip it all later. No worries. Okay, so Dachshund goes back up to I don't even know where I put Dachshund. Oh, here he is. Back up to the stage, and he's clapping. He loves Rocksmith too. They're one of his favorites. And he says, "And now." Oh wait, I gotta find somebody. Oh here. No, where did I put him? Oh crap. Oh here. Nope, that's not him. Oh.
What?
No.
I'm yellow.
Not you. It's not you. It's somebody else.
Of course you did, Bear. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you have clipped that song? You clip everything I say.
Okay, so then he says, "And now, ladies and gentlemen, from
Hopefully
the mystery dark of the deepest part of the world, the marvelous Milan!" And out comes a small goblin dressed.
Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for
Fraser.
the bits.
Out comes a small goblin, a young goblin, and he brings out with him a crate, and he sets the crate down and pulls out from back here. You guys can't tell what it is, but I need Ukokna to roll a perception check.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. Are you kidding me?
Not kidding.
Wow. Okay. So you immediately stand up because it's the minute the announcer said the name of this actor, performer, your mind clicked. And you look down and you tell your brothers, those are blueberries. And he places the blueberries, the marvelous Milan places the blueberries on top of the crate and then takes several paces back. Oh, I don't even have a crate. I should get a crate. We'll make this.
Does it have a mimic in it?
We'll make the dwarf a crate.
Yeah, is it a
there's
mimic?
my dwarves. And he takes the knife out of his side belt and he tosses it, and it hits the dead center of a blueberry. And it's hard to tell from far away, but he nails it.
No, the blueberry.
It's so awesome.
And then,
Oh, that's like Cluton's baby.
and then
Then he sets it on fire.
he takes more fruit, bigger and bigger and bigger, out of the crate and places it on there. And at one point, he takes a blindfold out and he ties it and he throws his daggers, and they go right in the center of the fruit that he's got. And the fruit gets a little bit bigger each time, and eventually ends up with some watermelons. And now
He's like a fruit ninja.
And then he goes to the back of the fruit, like the other side, and he the fruit gets smaller and smaller. And now there's fruit. There's fruit.
Someone go get Rainick. He's waiting in the fire by the bureau with his
I think you
Lego.
cut out.
No, Rainick just came onto the stream. I'll let him finish out. So he
Gallagher's on stage?
So basically Gallagher's on stage, but he's instead of a hammer, he's using knives to pierce.
Gotcha.
Even blindfolded, and now he's facing the audience with 2 daggers, and he flings them at the fruit on the top of the crate, and they just impact exactly center of this fruit, and the crowd is going crazy. They've obviously seen him before. He seems to be enjoying himself. He's grinning widely. He's definitely dressed all in black, very rogue ninja looking, and then when he seems to be done with his performance, he takes his blades out of the fruit, and he puts everything back in the crate, turns toward the audience, makes his bow, and vanishes. He's gone.
That's so awesome.
And the crowd goes crazy. This dwarf returns to the seat.
Is the fruit up for grabs?
There's fruit all over the stage. And quickly, while the MC is coming back to center stage to introduce the next act, stagehands are quickly cleaning it all up. Because he's been here before. The audience knows the marvelous Milan. And he says, with thaumaturgy, Dachshund says, "And now, ladies and gentlemen, Glutton with an apostrophe is singing something a cappella."
So I go up and I sort of awkwardly look around, and I hit one of my plates like it's a tuning fork. Well, I went in the kitchen about 2:45, and I found in my pot a stew waiting to be. So I filled what was empty, and I pulled up a stool. But he stood in the corner, the old chef, he wouldn't move. He said, "You cook when you're hungry." "No, I cook when I want." He said, "You'll never be sated." Sure, why would I want that? I only cook to be merry, but unfortunately, I'm in the wrong kitchen, hell, and the wrong company.
Oh, that's awesome. The crowd goes wild. They think it's fabulous. They're like, woohoo!
Oh, I love it.
They love it. Thank you, Floggy.
I look around for any fruit that's left over.
There's still bits of grape and strawberry and all sorts of squash banana at your feet.
Banana.
On my way back to the seats, I grab some.
Excellent. And the audience is just going crazy. They haven't seen such variety in a performance. Normally they're just stuck with the old. They're just so happy to see new faces and new songs and something new. The next act, Dachshund comes up here, and he where'd I put Dachshund? Wherever. He's in here somewhere. I'll get, you know what I'll do? I'll get, here. This is the new Dachshund. That is the mini that Joe painted. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. And Dachshund says, I need the name of a female dwarf comedienne, chat. She comes up to the stage, and he introduces her, and she goes up to the stage, and whoever comes up with a name, that's who's going to be. And she just goes into a series of really racy jokes. And
Rosie McDonald.
no, nothing real. And
I said McDonald.
Really?
Don't tickle beard.
Really?
Come on, somebody else.
I said Chat, not Banana Brothers. And
Be
she's
better.
telling very. No, what's amazing is you're sitting amongst. Bear likes it. You're sitting amongst commoners and farmers and families and nobility. And what you would notice immediately is the nobility are loving this. It's almost like they don't have a chance to break loose and kind of have a good laugh, and this is their opportunity, and they're loving this female dwarf comedian. And if someone doesn't come up with a better suggestion, her name is going to be
going once, going twice.
Oh, I am not going to argue with that one. I love it.
I'll give it 2 more minutes. Okay, so
I'll give that one all night.
I'll actually wait for tomorrow for that one. All right, so now Dachshund comes back up and says, "And now, Ukokna, with another apostrophe right after you, singing and jar music."
Jar music.
So I go up on stage and I use my thaumaturgy,
Okay.
my cantrip there, to make myself just a little bit louder.
Sure.
And I go, and then having tuned up properly.
Does that mean drinking or playing?
Both.
Yes. So I start singing, "Getting bored here again, ZZ. Haven't been home in a week or 3. I hope the card holds on a little longer. Delivered apples all along the way. Got paid in beans, not gold, but hey. Ooh, I've been riding down this dusty road. Ooh, the wheel on the cart keeps on burning. I don't know where I'll find another. Wheel on the cart keeps on turning." And then, do this.
Jug solo!
I've been trying to master fire. Got to master it before too long. Ooh, I can't cast again without a short rest. No. Feet are soaking while horse is drinking. Don't want to be a soaking wet ever again. The morning sun is rising.
Cheers to
Ashbourne
you,
burns
my
for the day.
friend.
Ooh, the
Thank you
wheel
for
on the cart
bits.
keeps on burning. I don't know where I'll find another. Wheel on the cart keeps on turning. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My. For the apples. I'm gonna do this. Oh, the wheel on the cart keeps on burning. Ooh, I don't know where I'll burn another. Wheel on the cart keeps me yearning. Ooh, I love fire, I love fire, love fire. I'm not that fiend.
The crowd goes wild again. They're on their feet.
I've got another.
You got another?
This one's a little bit shorter.
Okay. All right, Dachshund. Dachshund comes up to the stage like to clap you off, but then realizes you have another and awkwardly stands back here like, I don't know what to do.
All right. For reasons I don't like, we went to the port and boarded a big and unsafe canoe. I fell in the water not one time but two and painted the deck and the hull with my spew. Where, oh where are you, ZZ? Why did you leave me out there to drown?
Aw.
I flailed for a foothold, but my toes, they found none. You met a crack in there, you were gone.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready.
The crowd is still on their feet and they're loving this. They're just soaking this all up. They're cheering and clapping and stomping their feet. They think this is fantastic. They've never heard anything like this before, and they don't want the night to end. but as you leave the stage with taking your bows, Dachshund comes back up and says, well, I don't know how we can top that, folks, but tonight we have our final act. I need from the chat, I need a group of human men and women, and this is the group, our group, recognize them as sailors from the Raven's Pride. In fact, one of the sailors comes out from behind, excuse me, pardon me, and goes up to the stage to perform. It's a group of sailors from the ship that they came in on. So, anyone in chat want to come? Yes, you did, bro. Thank you. If you want to come up with a group of sailors, a name of a group, that'll become canon in my story if it's not Qyjari family. That's not bad. I don't mind that, but I'll keep it open just in case. And Dachshund says, well, let me get the other players out there. Let's see. We got this guy here, and this guy here, and this gal over here. Perfect. And there are our sailors, and they're gonna close out the night with a favorite that everybody loves. Everyone can clap along and sing along if you know the chorus. Everyone ready? And the crowd, whoa, yeah, yeah. So they take the mic. He backs up over here. Hang on, I gotta. All right, so they start clapping, stomping and clapping. Well, life on the sea is kind of laid back, waiting in the darkened reef, a ship to attack. Taken by surprise, take him as a snack. Think upperly, I'm a cracking boy. Well, simple kind of life is waiting in the depths, a raisin sinking lane for me to intercept. My days are all filled with screaming sailor deaths. Think Umberly, I'm a cracking boy. Well, I got me a fine fling, funk and ambitious. The sun's coming up, I got just as mysterious. Life ain't nothing if the sailors ain't oblivious. Thank Umberly, I'm a cracking boy. And all the music goes, oh, the crowd's just loving, this is awesome. And they continue. Well, I play with my food all day if I could, but the sea and my stomach wouldn't take it very good. So I swim when I can and hunt when I should. Think Umberly, I'm a cracking boy. Well, my daddy taught me young how to hunt and how to use my ink. I'm pretty damn good. Ask the sailors what they think. Use my tentacles to slam and watch a ship sink. Think Umberly, I'm a cracking boy. Well, I got me a fine fling, funk and amphibious. Sun's coming up, I got just as mysterious. Life ain't nothing if the sailors ain't oblivious. Think Umberly, woo! I'm a cracking boy. and they get played off the stage as everyone just stands up and hoots and hollering, and they're all singing along and loving it. And thank you, the umpire strikes ass. That's a great compliment. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. But anyway, it's
Did you not hear me
exciting night,
sing?
and everybody is excited. These guys are starting to return to their seats.
Cheers to you, my friend.
All right, Fraser.
Thank you for the bits.
I'm not singing again.
No one's singing again. I think we've all had our wonderful night. But as the stadium is slow to clear, because everyone is just wanting to hang on to this wonderful night of magic and mayhem and all sorts of stuff. Roll a perception check, Banana Brothers, since you're staring right at the stage.
Oh, oops.
Passive perception is 14.
Okay.
16.
16. Excellent. Okay.
4.
4. Okay.
You have a passive, don't you?
Yeah, what's your passive? Because whenever you roll lower than your passive perception, you get that automatically.
Stop.
In my game. That's how I DM.
Then it would be a 10.
10. Okay.
That was better.
So right behind Dachshund, as these guys are coming back, you're watching them come back. This archer kind of lingers behind as they're watching their friends come back up and collect all their stuff to go out of the stadium. The closed stone door of the amphitheater behind Dachshund is creaking open slowly. It's not making, you can't hear the noise. There's too much clapping and craziness going on. But the lights on the stage are still very bright with all the torches, and the out from the door bursts a very large 2-clawed creature. And don't at me, I don't have one, so I'm using an Umber Hulk. It's not an Umber Hulk, it's something else. It immediately dashes toward Dachshund and attacks. At that moment,
Watch out!
Dachshund quickly rolled his dexterity check and ran over here, escaping, and now everyone in the entire stadium area is screaming. The creature that emerged from the back of the hall exploded in a gaseous cloud of funk and actually reached, look, I got cotton just for you, actually reached all the way around this area right here. I can't, I'll just do it like that.
That's such a good way of doing a spell effect.
It's just cotton. I learned from the best.
Was there glue involved?
There was no glue. And it kind of shakes its body, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
I know they wanted to fight me after I sang.
16.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
I'm glad you turned up.
What was the save?
Now we can.
No, it's not a
It's
save,
not
it's
a save,
initiative.
It's initiative. Roll initiative.
Oh, okay. I missed the word. Thank
That's
you.
okay.
It goes to 11.
Beaufort, what did you roll?
20.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the creature. Ooh. Okay, Glaton?
15.
15. All right, Daros?
11. It goes to 11.
Okay. Okay, and Ukogna?
16.
Excellent. Wow, you guys got great initiative, but not as good as some other people. Okay.
All the people flee first, right?
Beaufort,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? Wait, what's your total hit points?
Me, 44.
44. Thank you.
We all have 44, except for me. I took 4 points of damage from my brother,
Oh, that's right.
which I've notated in D&D Beyond. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm using D&D Beyond's new program, combat tracker. We're gonna see how that goes. So it's round 1, turn 1.
Sure. What exactly is the cotton? Is it just like a?
It's a spore cloud that's covered here, and these people right here. Oh, there's our Doxon. Have failed their save. Our wonderful archer did not fail their save, so they're falling.
But I see people in it like kind of gasping and falling over.
Yes, they are actually. They are actually failed their Constitution save, and it looks like they have inhaled something that's detrimental to their health.
Something sporty.
This one has managed to. But this whole area right here is now covered with this spore stuff.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Geez. I'm gonna tell my brothers not to go in. It looks like people are dying in there or falling over inside the gas. And I'm gonna run alongside the gas spores.
Thank you
Okay.
for the bits.
Towards towards my right.
Okay.
Just
Over here.
I'm gonna strafe like 30 feet.
All right, you're kind of going through these crowds of people who are screaming and trying to back up through back to the woods away from this creature. Roll.
I'm gonna tell them to go find cover.
Okay, roll a acrobatics check, because just to get through that many people is going to require a little bit of deftness on your part.
Okay. 9.
You make it about there. And this wizard keeps falling over on you because he's made of metal and he's one of the old ones.
All right, I'm gonna do
It's a big mood.
bonus action bardic inspiration on Uko,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna for an action I'm gonna just hold. I'm gonna ready myself and do a dodge action if something attacks me.
Okay. You are inspired. And I believe the Glaton and Gyros' inspiration were DMs, so that's why they're still there if anyone asks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
It is now this one's turn. This one. How do you like how I said that? It is going to move up. I don't have movement on here. Here we go. Straight toward the only one that they see, and that's this archer right here. But it can't reach. It can't do anything, so it's going to stop right there. Okay. It is. Okay. Now, out of the darkness from on this back part of the thing, you see a figure, a dark figure, enter this area here and sneak right up to. I'll just use this one, so you don't know who it is. To sneak up to the back of this creature and do 2 attacks on it. Oh, hit, and they both hit. Oh, okay. And looks like the creature takes some damage from that hit. I have to.
Does it look like Mulan?
From where you are, you can't tell. It's behind the creature at this point, and it's this is a very thick covered area of like clouded poison. Okay. Okay. And now it is Ukokna's turn.
So that cloud of poison we don't want to be in.
Well, you saw, I mean, from where you are right here, you can see there's 3 people lying here. They've passed out or died, you don't know. And then you see the ranger here from the ship, obviously is still standing. You can kind of see her. One of the Raven's Pride Rangers.
Okay. I think what I want to do is pick up some stones and charge them with the cantrip.
Excellent.
Magic stone.
Okay.
And let's see, is that my action? I think that's a bonus action.
You can just,
Magic stone's a bonus
you can
action.
just pick those up, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if the cantrip is a bonus action.
Yeah, the cantrip is.
Okay. So I get some magic stones, and I can move 30. I guess I'm already close enough, right? What's the distance to that, whatever that was?
About 45 feet. What's your range on those, on throwing?
What is my range on throwing?
What are you trying to throw?
A magic stone is
a
60.
stone, yeah.
60.
Yeah, 60 feet.
60, okay. Yeah, so I can throw it at.
Okay.
So what I'll do is, do I roll for attack?
Yep.
Yes. And use your spell attack modifier.
Spell attack modifier. Okay.
For
That's
the
a
attack
26. 26.
26 hits.
Nice.
Jeez. Did you roll a nat 20?
Yes, I did.
Wow. That means you get extra.
Yeah, you get extra
a lot
damage.
of
Make sure you
damage.
say nat 20.
All right,
Oh,
so I do
wow.
1d6 plus 4 with the stone.
Plus
So-
plus a 6. Because I give
Plus a
max.
6.
Yeah, because I give
Yeah.
max damage for natural 20s.
Oh, okay. Well, a 5 and a 6 is 11.
Plus another 6, right? Oh, no. That was
No, that was
was
with
it
6.
11? Okay. All right, it takes 11 points of damage. Very good. Oops.
I just want to say, Daros, that inspiration was a bardic inspiration I gave you, and it would have been gone after 10 minutes. And that was early in the show, so it would have been
That
gone.
wasn't. I thought that was. I thought both Daros and
No, I
Gluton
threw him a
had.
bardic as he went up on stage.
Okay, but he had a DM inspiration from last game, and those last.
I
two
did.
told- Yeah.
I
So
did.
that's fine. You threw Uko or someone else.
No, it was Daros.
Okay.
Or maybe it was Gluton,
I
but I
think
thought it was Daros.
it was someone that didn't already have one. I think it was Uko.
It was Daros.
I thought you
it
did
was
Uko.
Daros.
Well, we'll watch the VOD and find out. Okay. You gonna do anything else, Uko? You gonna move anywhere?
I'm already pretty close, right?
Yeah. You don't want
I
to
think.
get this.
Yeah, I
this
think that's
far-
good right
okay.
there.
All right. And now it is Gluton's turn.
How far up can I get towards the creature? I know I would be entering the spore cloud. That's fine.
What is your movement speed?
30.
You can get right there next to the ranger.
All right, then I want to be within 5 feet of the ranger.
Okay, you can move there then. All right. Roll a constitution. As soon as you
and,
enter, roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay, I'm going to use my DM inspiration.
Okay.
That's much better. That's a 15.
Okay, that just makes it. You kind of cough as you enter the spore cloud, but you've faced this before and kind of have maybe built up an immunity to it or something, and it doesn't really affect you. All right, what are you gonna do?
I am going to look back at my brothers and take out my amulet that is smelly, although I can't smell it in this giant spore cloud. And I'm going to whisper to them, "You can do it. It's going to be okay." And I'm going to cast
Blessing. All right, so blessing on which ones? You we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. The three of them.
All right.
So Beaufort, yeah.
Okey-doke. All right, they are blessed. And you gonna do anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. All right, Daros.
Yes, ma'am. What? Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay.
You're standing here behind Uko.
Have all the commoners cleared out? Or are
They haven't
clearing
gone.
out?
It's not their initiative yet. They're last.
Could you explain to me what this thing looks like one more time?
Yes. Imagine a giant spore-covered fungal creature with two large lobster claws on either side of it.
Does it look like it's wearing anything that's made of metal?
I don't know. Let me look at the picture of the item.
I doubt it.
Does it look like it tastes like Moganja?
Nope. Someone in chat tell me if one of these creatures that I posted in chat has a... I don't think it has armor on it. No. It's natural.
Yeah, look under armor. It should say natural or hide or something.
It says natural armor. So no,
Natural armor
it
is
doesn't
no
have
metal.
anything on it. Yeah.
Okay. Then I decide I'm going to cast Moonbeam right on it.
Okay. Moonbeam is my silver ring. Well, I can't find my silver ring, so it'll be gold. Okay, you cast Moonbeam, and that's a roll for me, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Next turn, when it starts its turn in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Excellent. And did you want to move anywhere?
Yes, ma'am.
How far away is that casting?
120
Oh,
feet.
you're good. Okay, yeah, you're good.
I'm going to move, if I'm looking at the map right, I'm going to move right up to, to your left. God, I hope you're going right. And then up, right to the edge of the, to the little cotton ball thing. In front of Ukokna. Am I behind Ukokna?
You were, but now you're in front.
Yeah, I want to be in front of him, closer to the mob.
Yeah.
Keep going to the left. And perfect. Yes, ma'am, that's it. That's perfect. That's where I want to move. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, so now the screaming crowd, the people right here who saw their friends fall, they're going to actually reach in and enter to drag them out. This one, makes it, pulls them out and gets them to right about there. This one runs in. I should roll this on the dice cam. Oh, no, makes it just fine. Pulls it back out. And I guess this one is close enough. This one doesn't have a constitution as high. Runs in. Nope, he falls over. And then it's her turn. And she is going to attack. I can do that easy. Oh, and I hit. Aw, I bottomed out on that. Okay. Damage right there. Okay. So she lets loose a couple of arrows, and it hits the creature on its natural armor, and apparently hits it just fine without any issue. And now it is back to the top of the order. Next, turn 2. It is this one's turn again.
It starts its turn.
Starts its turn in the Moonbeam, which takes
needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I thought Beaufort went before it.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I didn't scroll up high enough. Yes, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, Beaufort's going to cast Fairy Fire on it. You have to make a 14 dex save.
To resist or just to take
To resist it. No, to resist the Fairy Fire.
I rolled a natural 15.
It'll make you glow if you fail.
They rolled a natural 15.
Oh, then nothing happens and I feel like an idiot.
It was a good plan. It's fine.
Oh, you know what I didn't do?
In my head, it worked out great, guys. Sorry.
You know what I didn't do? I'm so sorry. These guys hauled these guys in, but everyone else was able to get off the map.
30 feet off the map?
Yeah. Everyone here was able to... Oh, there's Ronan's Hunter's Mark. She didn't put Hunter's Mark on there. Okay. Except for Dachshund, who stays.
Oh.
And they are just sort of watching. So I'm moving all of them off the map, except for these poor saps right here. Okay, now sorry. Now it is this one's turn. Or
I'm gonna move 10 feet up towards the person that fell into the gas bore.
All right, roll a Constitution.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna move up. No, strafe. Yeah.
This way.
No, outside. Stay on the outside.
You're out there. 10 seconds.
Yep,
Give it
right there.
Okay.
And I stay put.
You stay put. Okay. All right. So now it's turn, and those of you right here who didn't notice it before, notice that the creature turns this way and takes 2 swipes behind him. You don't know why.
Hold on. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw first.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I have questions about the veracity of this. Oh, there it is. Why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Okay. What is it? Constitution?
Yes.
7.
Yes, ma'am. It misses its saving throw.
Okay, so what does it take? You roll the damage.
Radiant damage?
It takes 17 radiant damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Excellent. All right, and It turns, and it doesn't care that it's in that, and it turns, it makes 1, 2, okay, it only hits once with its
I'm
large
concentrating on that spell.
pincers, and it does,
They're pincers. Pincers.
okay. It does damage to whatever's behind, it's like flailing at someone behind it. That's, bludgeoning, it does. Okay. And, let's see. It is now... now it's this one's turn again. Now it's gonna, fight. It's gonna strike back twice. It misses one, but hits the other. Okay. And it looks like the creature is taking a little bit more damage, but you can't tell. You're just noticing that someone is attacking it from behind. Okay. It is now, sorry, they've got A, B, C, and D instead of 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm used to you guys being 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okogna's turn. You're back here behind Daros. What do you do, Okogna?
All right. I would like to cast Eldritch Blast and pull that monster thing away from the person that's behind it.
Okay. You're going to try to pull this one away?
Yes.
Doing what spell?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And that's a cantrip.
Yes.
So you're just trying to aggro it.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm trying to give it some the person behind it some space so they're out of melee.
Okay.
Well, and that should pull back 10 feet.
He's got an invocation that makes Eldritch Blast pull back.
Okay, like a whip type of thing. All right. So what is the roll against that?
I'm actually not sure.
Okay.
Hey, it wasn't a shapeshifter, was it?
I rolled a 4 plus a 6 is a 10.
So Eldritch Blast has to hit. It does not hit. 10 does not hit.
Yeah, you have to hit first before it works.
You are blessed. You can roll a D4 for that. Don't forget you're blessed.
Let's see, 3.
Onto what?
Onto 10.
13 does not hit. Does not hit.
I'd like to give him my DM inspiration.
All right, you can roll that attack again and roll your blessing again.
Yeah.
The D4.
Okay.
Roll the attack again.
I'd keep the 3.
Oh. All right. I rolled a 3 plus my 6 is a 9, and another 3 is
12.
12.
That misses. Okay.
Well,
so would you like to do anything else? Move anywhere?
No, I think that's a good spot.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We are at Glaton.
I'm going to continue forward, and I'd like to get to the monster, and if I'm capable of it, I'm going to slide around to see what it's trying to attack.
You have 30 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, you're right next to the
Perfect.
Person trying to attack it. Now roll a quick perception, please, for me.
16.
Okay. You glance sideways at this person who's attacking the creature and realize that it is the marvelous Milan that you saw performing earlier with his daggers.
And I'm assuming that he has daggers.
Yes.
Okay.
And fruit.
And fruit. I'm covered in watermelon.
He's balding. Hair.
Is the creature just one size category larger than me? So it's a large creature?
It is a large plant creature.
Okay. I will I'm going to take the attack action.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a bonus action first to try to shove it to the ground. I'm trying to knock it over with an athletics check with my shield.
Go for it.
What?
That is a 20, a dirty 20.
And I have it's against my strength.
It's either athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Contested, yeah.
Well, you're in luck because
I think.
I'll say it is. I'm not picky. It doesn't actually have any credit, but it does have a good strength, so. 19.
Ah!
Aha!
It rolled a 15.
It falls prone.
Okay.
And now I'm going to take my attack action with advantage.
Okie doke. That's
which
right.
is good.
Yeah.
Because so that's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And I'm going to pump 1 spell slot of Divine Smite into it.
Nice.
Which does a thing.
Just give me the total amount of damage.
Yep. I'm gonna try. It's doing extra radiant damage.
Okay.
It's gonna be radiant and slashing, I think, or something.
25 damage total.
Nice. Okay, and none of that was blind, charmed, frightened, paralyzed, or poisoned, right?
No.
Correct.
All right, 20. Would you say 25?
Yeah.
Correct.
It is seriously looking hurt. Seriously.
Let me know when it
and
starts
that's my
its turn.
I'm sorry?
Let me know when it starts its turn.
I will. Okay, that was Glaton's turn, and we will finish off...
In 2 weeks, Gar. It starts its turn in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It is Darrow's turn to finish up the round, and that's where we'll end tonight after he finishes this round.
We are playing next week. I'm sorry, it's in 1 week.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like,
that
what are you
is
talking
true.
about?
Yeah, I don't.
What are you talking about? Join us next week. We'll be here.
Hey, just out of curiosity, was there anybody that was pulled from the poison cloud area that's off anywhere within 30 feet of me?
This person is.
We've got two. We've got two over here.
All right. Any brothers wounded yet?
You can't tell. And you saw Glaton disappear around the creature, so you have no idea what happened to him back there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go over to the closest person that was pulled from the poison cloud, and I'm gonna cast a first level cure wounds on him.
You're gonna go touch him?
Yep.
Okay.
If you need them pulled out of there, I could cast Eldritch Blast on them and pull them out.
I don't.
All right, so
Well,
you're
I
gonna
saved you, didn't I?
you're gonna cure wounds.
Yeah.
All right, so you got this guy. Just he stood back up.
Right.
He's not. I mean, he wasn't dead, but he was dying.
Okay. Well,
Not dead yet.
he's got 9 hit points back.
Yes, 9. Okay, it's probably what he needed. Okay. And are you gonna do anything else?
Just wait until my concentration spell goes off when it is his turn.
Excellent. Okay. And the people turn. Dachshund. I keep saying Dachshund. Dachshund.
Is he like a hot dog?
It has now seen that things are getting a little carried away, and he's actually running to the exit as well. These guys managed to pull these wounded ones out into the woods, and this one stands up and attempts to drag this one out of the cloud of smoke, and they are now out of the of this cloud of funk, whatever it is. It's actually all the way around, but just imagine. At that moment, a second one bursts out.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
And lets out another fog that encompasses
Fart.
all
Gas fart.
of it. Doubles it.
Oh,
And
come
now
on.
Everybody
Oh, so everybody's in it
is
now.
encompassed in, even the ones who made their escape. Roll a con check. Everyone roll a con check, please.
We still have bless.
If you rolled and saved the
Even
first
if we-
time, you don't
Uh-oh.
have to roll again. Which means that she is immune. She needs to roll. She's fine, but she's still laying there.
I rolled a 14.
Oh my gosh, this one falls over. A 14? You fall over.
Yeah.
I'm
Beaufort?
going to use my inspiration to roll again.
Excellent. Do that.
Oh, that's better. All right. 17.
17, you're fine. You're immune.
10.
10, you fall over. Glaton?
I had previously saved.
Oh, you saved. You're fine. And this little guy falls over. She is fine. And that's where we're going to end tonight. And tune in next week to see what happens to our intrepid adventures on D&D with the Banana Brothers, the musical. Thank you guys so much for joining me
Thank you
tonight.
for joining us.
And for putting together all those awesome songs. It was just amazing. Let me put the chat back up so we can get some chatters going. I gotta find my chat channel. Let's take the map down. There we go. Thank you all so much. This was amazing. I loved all the songs. You guys did a fantastic job. You came through. I gave you homework assignments and you all came through. And thanks, Daros, our Lindor, for dragging your computer down to a hotel while you're doing your commercial shoot down there. That is fantastic. We're gonna keep up with that and see what happens.
When you're famous, we can say you started at the Banana Brothers.
Exactly. We can we have this tape and everything for for future use, definitely. Okay, so next week we're back again, but join me on Thursday with Big Ol' Joe as we continue 3 Sheets 1 Shot with a recap of what happened tonight. And it'll be fun. And we're also going to write a 1-shot that will help fill in some of the gaps of Amon-Rath and the story here. So I really appreciate you all. Should we raid anybody?
Of course.
Oh, of course. I mean, of course.
We should raid somebody. Who should we raid?
Shenanigans, if they're up.
I think that they're doing a what do you call it?
There's still
a sub only thing.
Yeah, there's still subscriber only. Next week, I believe, is their first back in the normal campaign, and that will be open to the public, so we can do that then.
We'll do it then. Okay, so whom shall we raid?
What about later?
I just want to say thanks to everybody who showed up. Sorry about my singing.
We're all sorry about our own singing.
We're all sorry about everyone singing. Let me open. Why can't I get this open? Oh boy, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't see the suggestions for anyone to raid. It's not coming up on my screen. Someone shout out an idea. Is Lorena streaming? Who's streaming?
I don't know.
She was in the chat earlier.
Well, you know what? Critical Roles. Let's go raid Critical Role.
Why not? Let's do Critical Role. Because they
don't have enough followers.
Yeah,
they need more followers.
Yeah.
All right, guys, had fun.
Yes, thank you. We're still not muted. Just letting you know.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
No, next week. We'll see you next week. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll send over our raid.
I should be back at home and not in this grayed out hotel.
It looked great. Good night, guys.
Good night.